Decided just to create this one here. Um, this is another one. It's challenging fear like a badass, right? As I learn a little bit here too, and it goes to where people they say, um, I want to be the king, right? They want to be this, they want to be that, but they can't. They can't go through the pain. They can't go through the fear. They can't go through that hurt, right? They say they want to be this. They say they want to be that. King of the jungle. Who the hell knows what, right? But they're not wanting to go through the hard times, fear, whatever else comes with it. I'm sorry. I'm trying to. So, like I was going back to the. I'm gonna go into a little video, but we're gonna shift back to this one. My district manager, who hired me, told me, "Rome, you're gonna shine up front in the front of the house training with the cashier and stuff." And I'm like, "Yeah, I will." And he's just like, "I see this for you." He's like, "I see this for you. That this is that's gonna be you who's shining through the front cashiering and being up front." And he's like, "I can see that for you." And I'm like, "How can you see that for me?" I'm like, "How can you see?" Right? I didn't ask him that, but it's like, I was thinking to myself, going back to the other video, I think a while ago, how you said, how you are and how you come up is so important. It's so important how you are in front of people and how you introduce yourself, because that will instill in others the kind of person you are. And if that's not the really kind of person you are, then you need to go, I don't know, maybe you're faking who you are. And if you're faking who you are, maybe do a little bit of time by yourself and figure out why you want to be, you know, not really showing who you are. But the fact that this district manager saw, and I've heard by so many people, they can see it in my personality and just my smile, in my face, and my happiness, I will shine. Shining through. I will shine in front of house. That was my first ever position, was at Wendy's doing cashier and things like that. And it's just like, I was so helpful with people. Sure, I got complaints because I'm straight up. Whatever you're putting your order in is, let's seriously. If you want this, then let us know. But then you change it the next second. But I learned to be patient, because you know why I learned to be patient? Because I actually love people. I do. I care about people, right? Everyone deserves love. Everyone deserves support. But I just want to say that, going off a little bit there, but this video was more about facing fear like a badass, right? Or facing, just things like that. I personally think that the people who look at fear, look at dark times, look at disadvantages, and they're able to say, you know what? I'm going to bust my ass and work, and I'm going to learn and trade and work hard because I have the confidence to do it. Those are the badass real people right there, who can confront their fears, who can confront their trauma, who can confront those demons. Going off a little bit here on TikTok, this famous person named Taylor Holder just made a new song talking about what he's really going through. So millions of dollars and a house and all this shit isn't working for you, huh? No, because you're struggling. And you put it in your music because that's how you really feel. Because that's what music does. Connects you, changes things, moves things. Just like that video, that Justin Smith or whatever, with that gospel music. But I'm trying to say, the people who, I'm not just saying me because of what I've been through. I'm trying to say right now, the people who face it head on, face their issues head on, and want to get involved and make it work quickly, are the true badasses right there. Right? And you might be scared, sure. But you got to have that courage to overcome that fear, to not be scared. Stand in the hurt. Stand in the discomfort. And you will rise and you will learn about that. But the people who are saying, okay, this is a problem. Okay, I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure the problem out because I have the confidence level enough. I'm strong enough. I have courage enough. And I'm not going to listen to a damn thing anybody else says, because they're not me. They don't know what I've been through. And they sure as hell did not create me. I know what I'm capable of, and you know what you're capable of. So that's what I'm trying to say is when you can face that head on, oh my gosh, you develop and you can become this person. I've seen it in myself. And training to be a restaurant manager, assistant, and wanting to become a general manager. You've had to step out of your comfort zone. People are talking shit on you all day long. But if you're going to care what they're saying about you and you not caring a damn thing about you and your life and your future, then what the hell? Those are the people who are courageous enough to face that head on. Those are the genuine people who would never hurt anybody. And if they did, they feel horrible about that. And they will always make it better. The people who have gone through that stuff, who are a lot more like, I've gone through that, sure, I can go through this, because they've been through it. But I encourage myself every day, if something's hard, figure it out, because you know what? It's a lot harder, though, when you respond positively to a negative situation. It is. You want to fucking flip out. You want to flip out. You don't want to say, breathe. And you don't want to say, it's going to be okay. You don't want to do that. But I'm trying to say to you, and I'm going to say this right now. I remember I had a therapist in treatment. Okay, or just a therapist I had. He told me, when you are going through those hard times and you choose a different choice, those are redefining moments right then and there. Redefining moments that can change your life forever. So when you're going through fear and you're like, no, I'm going to stay in here and go through this discomfort and face it. That's a redefining moment for you in your life. Those are the people who are the most strongest people ever, who can face it head on. And a lot of people haven't gone through that much in their life to be able to know about that. And so when they're faced with a situation, they don't know what to do. Or they're scared, or they're nervous. We got to develop that confidence and that courage to do it. But I just want to say, those people who are like, who have gone through it or haven't gone through it, but just anybody who's saying, I can do it. I can be courageous. I can overcome fear. Wanting to become a general manager is one of the hardest things I've ever gone through in my life. I could talk about the trauma all day long. It has been the most hardest, but it's been the most challenging and exciting. Ever for me. And completely redefining my life. When I step into there and I'm like, I can do this. I can learn everything about a restaurant and be successful regardless of what anybody says about me. And when that's done, what can you do to me now? What can you do to me now? What can you do to me now? Because I've already gone through it. What can you do to me now that you think you can bring me fucking down? How are you going to bring me down? They can't bring you down for shit. They're going to bring their own selves down because they're just hitting a damn wall and they can't do anything. Because you don't operate from what other people do or say about you. You operate from, I'll tell you right now, I operate from my spirit. I operate from God. I believe in God. That's how I operate. Everything is being operated from there. It's not being operated about what he's saying to me, what she's doing to me, or blah, 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 blah. Right? I know where I operate from. I know my abilities. I know what I can do. But that's it. I just want to say the people who are able to face that head on, face that fear, and stay in and be like, I can fix this. That's real badasses right there.